everyone, welcome to this new reading. My hair is still wet, so don't mind my hair, please. But I just wanted to check in into the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine energy. For the Divine Masculine, I'm going to use this deck. And for the Divine Feminine, I'm going to use the crystal, sorry. Why can I not come up with a name? I will link the names like down below. But this is for the Divine Feminine. So we can like definitely see the differences between the masculines and the energies of the feminines. So grab your tea, because this is going to be, I don't know, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a heavy reading. We will see whatever comes through. If it's not long, then still there will be a deeper message in it. So if you want to book a private reading with me, that's also possible. You can also book a twin flame reading with me for just like to see which are the what are the bigger blockages in your relationship or your connection. If you want me to do a Reiki healing, that is also possible. Reiki healings are a little bit more heavier. They go a little bit more deeper. I also do like unblocking your chakras, so or for yourself alone or for your connection. So you can also send me an email about that. You will find everything in the description box. Okay, so I wanted to like see and have an insight on a little bit of the past and how it is affecting the present. So for the Divine Masculine and the Feminine. So what is before the Divine Masculine met the Divine Feminine, what was the situation? What was the energy? So what is coming through, Divine? Thank you for helping me out here with a message. Thank you for giving me messages about the Divine Feminine's life. Masculine, life before the Divine Feminine. What is coming through for the Divine Masculine before he met the Divine Feminine? The first card that came out is the Devil card in reverse. Wow, that's already heavy energy, of course. Then the Page of Swords, the Six of Wands. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. So this masculine, the one that I'm tuning in with, he was really not in a good place before he met this Divine Feminine. The one that I'm talking about here was a person that would be finding himself standing on the sideline of his own life at that moment. He was totally not in control with the Emperor in reverse. He was not in control at all about his life. So yeah, you know, for everyone in general, it's the best thing you can be in the best situation or way you can be in your life, or the best position you can be, is to have a certain control about your own life. And that wasn't what the masculine here that is coming through had at all. He was really stuck. He was really, like I said, standing from the sideline, watching others maybe in a victory mode. But he was like standing there and watching all those other people blossom, grow, maybe have some career growth or life, like growth in their life in general, or just indeed with relationships, being people around him being happy in relationships, happy together. So it was a little bit depressing for him, I feel. There's a clouded vision that I get, so a lot of darker energy. That's also why probably a lot of the masculines were facing addictions or over drinking and doing other things, but like really heavily. But because the Devil in reverse is not just the Devil card, it's the Devil in reverse, so it's even worse sometimes. Is that what is coming through here is definitely this case, I feel. What else is coming through about the life of the Divine Masculine before he met the Divine Feminine? Six of Cups. Wow, so he was living in the past. Then the judgment reverse, or he was dealing with something about like from his past still. So probably indeed maybe an ex or something that they still needed to like let go of, or maybe they were in a connection but they already felt that this is not going to last forever. But more like he's putting him more in the victim role here, I feel. Then we have the judgment card reverse, so probably he was also very sick, whether it was a little bit mentally sick or he felt as if he was mentally sick, or it was literally physically from all those like things that he did to his body, maybe smoking too much, drinking too much, whatever is coming through here. But he was really not in a healthy place at all, like for himself even, he was not in a healthy place at all. Wow. What else is coming through? Divine. Eight of Swords and the Page of Cups. Yeah, with this Eight of Swords, this person was really hiding himself behind his own troubles. Yeah, putting himself in more and more trouble to ease the pain, I feel. I need to check my battery here because it's going to not be... I hope it's not like falling. Yeah, okay. We will see what happens. Otherwise, I need to cut it in two. So, the video. So then he like buried himself in his own troubles. Buried himself in drinking, overeating, over smoking. I don't know. For some of you, divine masculines, if you are divine masculines, then you were like offering people like small cups of love, but because you didn't like really, you were like definitely hurt several times in your love life, I feel. With this page of cups, you didn't really took a chance with no one anymore, but whenever you took the chance with someone, you offered a little bit of a smaller cup of love. You were like rejected. If you were not rejected, then you were played with, or someone like just used you for things. So that is what is coming through here for the divine masculine. Wow, a deep life. So what were the connections around him that he was dealing with? What were the connections with people? What people was he surrounded with? The Three of Cups. Sorry for sneezing, by the way, but Three of Cups. So that talks about friends, but sometimes also about third parties. So also a Seven of Pentacles. So I think he did have some good friends, I feel. Some long-term connections also, but also like a long-term third party in his life. Definitely a woman or someone who has a bigger influence on his life. It could even be his mother or his sister or his niece or something, but someone who has a bigger influence on his life. Like he lets her make the decisions because he feels like he has nothing to say, or he has no say in things. What else is coming through about this connection with this feminine universe? The Four of Wands. For some of the masculines, that his we are talking about his wife. So yeah, take that how it resonates here. It could even be still his mother or so, but definitely a feminine energy. But for some of you, it was his wife, his partner, like the one he was in a long-term relationship with, or lived together with. So I feel like he wanted to make it work with this person, but also like in another way he didn't. He felt like he was a little bit more called to his responsibility to be there or to stay in that connection. Not because he really loved it, because I still see, like, I don't see too many happy cards. The Page of Cups for me was here like the only like really happy card. Yeah, okay, the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. It is talking about a harmony, and it is talking about a connection, a marriage. But I don't feel like that is coming through here. So there was no happiness left in that marriage, or there was a little bit of boredom there. Take this how it resonates. What else is coming through here? The Six of Swords reversed. So, yeah, he was in the middle of moving away from things, I feel. Moving away whenever he met the Divine Feminine. He was busy with moving away from this person. Or if he was not literally physically moving away from that person, maybe he was still living with that person. But maybe he was energetically already stepping away from her. So Five of Wands was coming out also. So yeah, with the Five of Wands, I definitely feel they had a lot of arguments, fights. They were a lot of also passionate fights, I mean, but maybe sometimes okay, then they could make it up to each other, maybe, I don't know, sexually or something. But at this moment I just feel more like a restriction, a heavy burden, like fighting all the time. Like it was not something that he like looked forward to like whenever he thought about this person or saw this person, he was like, oh my god. Or maybe whenever this person was calling him, oh my god, what is it going to be like today? Like, is she going to be mad again? What is she wanting today again? Like, does she want to fight again today? Is it one of those days? Wow, I hear like a definite depressive, like depression state, a depressive state of him coming through. Six of Pentacles. So yeah, he was focusing on the balance of this connection, balancing things out. Maybe also the give and take was not in balance, but in this connection he was really focused on that. So he wanted to make it right. He wanted to like give her whatever she wanted so that she could also be happy, like happy wife, happy man, or happy mother, happy son, or something like that. But that was definitely coming through here. Why? Yeah. Page of Pentacles reversed. He couldn't even offer her the things he wanted to offer her. So he was a little bit scared. Maybe it's even his mother, guys. So keep that in mind. If you don't know of any major family member or girl in his life back then. But with the Page of Pentacles reversed, I feel like he wanted to like offer her a little bit, but he even couldn't do that because he wasn't motivated enough. He wasn't focused enough. He wanted to focus, so he was constantly shifting like, oh no, let it go. This is not possible. I'm not going to go into it. And then on the other hand, like he has like that inner responsibility over her or for her, that he needed to make the balance okay, that he needed to give back to her. Maybe she was a little bit more financially independent, that he wanted to make her feel as if, maybe even if it's his mother, like his mother nurtured him, looked out for him, gave birth to him, of course, paid him like through his like childhood. And now he feels like he should pay her back or something, and he couldn't do that. He wanted to make something for himself, and he was very disturbed, very frustrated that he couldn't do that. He was all up in his head, I feel. Yeah, he was there at the sideline. He couldn't do really, like he probably he had a job, but that didn't pay that well. So he had a job, but it was not that he could look out for him and her. Like that was maybe too much, or maybe she's a big spender, and the person who was in his life, and she was a little bit overspending money, and he was like trying to keep up with all those bills and all those things that she bought, but he couldn't do that. The Sun in reverse, so he was not happy at all in this connection, not happy because of fighting, not happy because of doing that all the time. Two of Cups. It could be that he wanted to offer her love, like I said. He wanted to make that balance because he had that also deep love for this person, or deep respect, I hear also. He looked up to her also a little bit. Two of Cups here. Yeah, I think for some of you, your masculines, he was in love with that girl, or so. Boy could also be taken how it resonates. But with his feminine energy at least. And yeah, he wanted to like give everything he had to her, but sometimes we lose ourselves when we want to give everything we have to someone else. We should like nurture ourselves more and then give to someone else, of course. But he was like totally lost. Like I said, he was at the sideline of his life. He was serving and giving and overgiving and nurturing people, but he was not nurturing himself or looking for his own future. Maybe not saving money even, because he was totally out of money all the time because of this person. He couldn't save anything for himself, even not a small amount, I feel. Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, that's also like sometimes he was in that state, like I said, to let everything go and step away from this person. So if it was his mother's, keep this in mind again, I constantly hear mother. So probably if you see this, it could be really about his mother, just about his mom. He was like trying to like not be too much at like to, if he lived at home still, he wanted to be outside a lot. He didn't want to be at home a lot because he didn't want to fight again. He just wanted to send her the money and like, are you okay? Are you healthy? Are you eating okay? Are you home? Then it's okay. Like, I'm not going into you because I just sent you money and that's all. Like, energetically trying to detach. That is what's coming through. So he was like into like different states of mind, I feel. Sometimes he thought like, oh, what am I doing to her? No, I should be more at home or something. And then on the other hand, he wanted to get away from her because he could not grow in his own life because he was so under the spell, under the control of this person. Maybe he was literally under her spell of a woman or a feminine person. Wow, Queen of Swords. So she was really, yeah, she was not like letting anyone bullshitting her. She was really, she has strong boundaries, high standards. And yes, this could be a good card for some people, but in this case, if she comes out like this at this moment in this reading, I don't think that I like her so much at this moment. But yeah, okay, everyone has their journey to go through. Nine of Swords reversed. So this person made him overthink. She made him worrying all day night. She instead of like giving him some rest, some space, she was constantly upon him and his energy, like, where is my money? What are you doing? Are you sleeping again? You should be working for me. Whatever, like he was constantly, she was chasing him. She was like not giving him rest, giving him space at all. Wow, really controlling mother or feminine energy, or girlfriend, whatever, ex-girlfriend, the Hermit. Yeah, he wanted to be alone, left alone, and like this is beautiful to see. This, like, these three cards, he wanted to be left alone, to be left outside alone, I hear from Anastasia, but I wonder if you know how it really feels to be left outside alone. Probably for a lot of you who are watching this, your mother was the one who didn't nurture you or left you behind. Maybe he was, I mean the masculine, if you're masculine in the connection, you were the person who was maybe abandoned or left behind or just not taken care of the way it should be by your mother. Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords reversed, the Hermit, I feel should be putting a little bit more light, I feel, but we will see. Because of her being so strict, he wanted to be alone far more than he was normally wanting to be alone. So he was like literally, because of this overthinking, over like worrying at night, being up, never being able to sleep or rest, he wanted to be in that hermit mode. And she wanted to be like, no, you're not going to sleep, no, you're not going away, you stay here, you're going to work for me, I'm going to make your life a hell if you don't do this and this and this. So wow, he's really controlled by his mother, or controlled by, I keep saying mother, so take this how it resonates by this feminine energy, I need to say, to keep it more open for everyone, but because it's not for everyone, it's a mother, of course. Yeah, I see the Magician here reversed. So this person is definitely a spiritual person. The DM is very spiritual. Maybe he was spiritual already, but I think that this mother also, maybe he told his mother this, or maybe they talked about spirituality. And I think she's like in a way also spiritual, but she didn't like really accept that or something. Maybe in a way she did, but like on the other side, no. 9 of Cups, so indulging in spirituality. Maybe that was their happy place to be in together. Maybe whenever they like were fighting a lot and whatever they were doing, being angry at each other, throwing words at each other, whenever they talked about spirituality, they could have made amends. Like they could have agreed on only that, I feel. So that special woman, and the other, on the other bottom of the deck we see the Empress. So that talks about someone who he looks up to, someone who is a little bit older, sometimes a mother, a sister, an aunt, someone, a wife, even a girlfriend that has a really bigger influence, someone he like really wants to do everything for, but yeah, or he needs to do everything for, I hear. It was not maybe his own choice. What was it with that spiritual connection between him and this feminine energy? What was it about this feminine energy and this spiritual side of them both? The Chariot. I definitely feel that they were like, I think they were both on a journey of like shifting dark and light. They were like both on a journey of growing in spirituality. They were seeing or thinking about doing like darker things together. They were looking at it, looking deeper into it, maybe looking for information about it, reading books, or talking about how I'm going to do this black magic on this person, how I'm going to like get some money out of this person with doing black magic or something. Wow. They were like making progress, but in a wrong way, I feel. There's a little bit of dark energy coming through. The Temperance card in reverse. So there was no, I think no balance here. Overly indulging in doing this. So yeah, that, of course, you get the karma for what you do. So if you're not protected and you do black magic, and you're not like given the permission from spirit to do that, because it's about your intentions, of course. So I'm not saying, because I don't like to like do black magic. I keep it with my white magic, but I'm not going to say it's forbidden, because we all are dark and light. We all should like use our dark and light sometimes, because we need to be in balance, because we are all of light, maybe the ones that are watching this. But I feel like it's not because you're of light that you should be nice all the time. You should like talk about your boundaries more, or just show people your boundaries, or just sometimes to set things straight, you do have to do a little bit more bad things sometimes, but that is not with intentions to kill someone, to do some harm. That's just because it was done to you or something. Then you have the right to do something back. It's not always the best choice if you want to keep your vibration high, because if you go into that lower vibration with them, let's say they have like said that you were ugly or something, and you are going to say, oh no, you are ugly, and that's why your nose is so like, you're going to even get lower in the energy. So why even bother? Why even react to that? Sometimes you do, of course, but sometimes not. 10 of Swords. they like literally got the karma back. I think they lost a lot of money together. Maybe the family has lost a lot, maybe if it was with his mother, and so his family lost a lot of money because of this, because they got everything back that they stole maybe from people. If they didn't steal things, and it was maybe they tried to do black magic on people to get or to gain some money out of that, but you know, maybe not in the most harmful way, but it took the wrong turn, I feel. Yeah. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, a lot of fire, King of Pentacles reverse. Like I said, the stability was totally gone. They lost a lot of money. There was something happening. She was normally attracting money, I think, but she didn't know it. So she wanted to like get help from her Knight of Wands. So probably her son or her partner, whatever he was from her relationship. But the Knight of Wands was a little bit more like, yeah, he was a little bit still not like too much totally in it. I feel he was a little bit doubting, so he was a little bit more skeptic about it. So he wanted to stay a little bit low key. But she was like totally in it. She was like in that Queen of Wands vibes. I'm getting what I want now. Whatever is happening, that I'm protected, she thought, but she wasn't. So she had a big tower moment, and him too. Probably he, because of her losing all that money, he again like that. You're the masculine again needed to nurture her again even more. Now like they had totally no money, and he like with his small job or needed to now like be responsible for the whole family. I hear. So wow. Heavy things that they were going through, like the stability was totally gone. Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the High Priestess reversed. So wow, they were like lacking following their intuition. So they were not in the beginning. They also got a lot of signs to not do it. But yeah, she didn't listen, and he wanted to like get it now, and he wanted to wait a little bit longer, but she wanted it now. She didn't follow her own intuition. So that was what he was dealing with before he met the Divine Feminine. It could be that he was also going through a breakup of this person, or he was away from this person whenever he met the Divine Feminine. Okay, wow. What was the Divine Feminine dealing with at that time, at that same time of getting to know when she like met the Divine Masculine? How was the Divine Feminine dealing with this stuff? No, she wasn't at that moment because she was still free. Divine Feminine, what were you dealing with before you met this Divine Masculine? What were you dealing with before you met this Divine Masculine? Ten of Swords reversed. So that Divine Feminine, she came out of a heartbreak. She came just out of a relationship or a connection. She let things go. She let things flow more. She needed to like step away from herself. She was ready to leave a connection, I feel. She was more like focused on her work, probably. Ace of Wands reverse. She knew that it was an opportunity that, or a karmic lesson, something that was a missed opportunity that she couldn't even repair. So she was accepting that she wasn't going further in that connection that she had with another guy or masculine energy. She accepted that this was the end of that connection at that moment. So she was not, I don't think she was looking for love at that moment at all. She was not focused on it at all. And the masculine also, you know, in this situation that the masculine went through, I would not be looking for love at all at that moment. I would be solving my problems. So I think he also was doing that. Two of Swords reversed. So she was a little bit, yeah, she was opening up her heart again, but not for, I don't think, for a relationship. We will see. I don't think, it's more like she was totally heartbroken before, and in that 10 of Swords energy, I hope you can see that. Yeah, whatever. But she was in that 10 of Swords energy, but you see that this, yeah, I'm not going to touch the camera because otherwise my cable is going to, yeah, my battery is so low. So she was like more trying to be like recovering from that past hurt, not being so much crying about it anymore, but I think she let it go also. Ace of Wands reversed. It was the time for her to let go, and she did that. And the universe helped her with that, because the universe also saw that she was going into disconnection. So probably the Divine Feminine also thought, like, how was it possible that I came out of this connection? How, like, a karmic connection that she went through before she met the Divine Masculine. How is it possible that I was able to let this go? Because I thought that I was never getting over this. But still, she let this go, and she was, like, also not sad about it. She was okay with it. So I think it's because she met the Divine Masculine that she saw, like, wow, this is something really different. The energy is very different than whenever I was in that karmic situation before. In whatever connection she was, this was different. Ace of Wands reversed. Four of Wands. So yeah, she thought indeed like of marrying that karmic person. She was dreaming about that, but I think she also saw, like, it's not that it, what, I'm sorry for the noise here, but there's a school not far from my house, so you know, those children are like screaming. Maybe it has to do with this connection, like running away, screaming, like don't do it. But whenever I was talking about marriage with that karmic, so you know, could be a sign and a confirmation for a lot of you. Again, I hope you can hear that, or maybe not. Four of Wands. So she wanted to, like, in one, like, one area, like one time in her life at least once, she thought about marrying this person, this karmic that she was in a connection with, or with her heart, like focused on with her heart at that moment before she met the masculine. But she also saw that it wasn't possible, and they could have been, yeah, they could married each other, because I do see that this karmic person also had, like, in some way, maybe he was toxic, maybe he was a player, but still he had something in his heart for her, because she had, like, been there for a lot of years, I feel, or a lot of time. And I think also that's why he respected her so much. She was gaining more and more respect from him, because he saw, that karmic saw, that she had a lot of like a big heart, an open heart, a good heart, and that she deserved the best. But it was just not possible for him to, like, he thought, like, practical reasons, I feel, that it wasn't possible to marry her or to go further with it. But, and also I think he had some more deeper connections, or like there were feelings but not, yeah. Yeah, he had some, like, in one way he had deep feelings of, maybe it was like a love of his childhood, like maybe they knew each other for a longer time. But yeah, it's a sad love story, but some love story that you would, like, tell your grandchildren. I hope I don't get too emotional here right now, I'm so sorry, but I remember, like, something, maybe some story that you would, like, be happy talking about to your grandchildren whenever you get old, like sitting there in a rocking chair, like talking about one of your first loves, or something of that, like that. So in a way it is a beautiful ending. I hear it was a beautiful ending. I don't think that if you're a divine feminine, that you ended in bad terms with this person. You didn't end on bad terms with this person, because you accepted it, and you also wished the best for this person. You don't want to see, like, you didn't, or you don't even still now, if you still know them, you didn't want to wish bad for them. You still loved them. You had an unconditional love for this person in some kind of way. What else is coming through about this ending of this karmic situation? Six of Pentacles reversed. So I think this person also, like, lets me know that he was happy to see her leave. Not that he wanted to let her leave, that karmic, but he was happy to see her blossom, to see her focus on her career, to grow in her life. He was, like, in some kind of way a little bit proud of her. So he really wished her the best, and she wished him the best, I feel. The Death card reversed, Six of Pentacles reversed. She stopped overgiving and she chose herself this time, and that was what made him proud, was what made him appreciate her even more than he already did. Oh, that's nice. Like, you see, sometimes karmics, we call them karmic, we call them interrupting in connections, and we say a lot of bad stuff sometimes about them in the readings. That's what's coming through, of course. They are mostly toxic, and they do, like, harm to the person and whatever, because you need to learn a lesson from that, of course. That's why you are attracting that in the first place. But I think in the end this person didn't want to do any harm, because I think that this person also, like, was left behind by another person, and now he really felt, maybe it was a player, that karmic, and the feminine was really heartbroken by this player every time again and over again. But then the karmic, or the karmic guy or something, he met also a woman or a girl he really loved, he really fell in love with, and she treated him also in the way that he treated the feminine here in this reading. So he realized, wow, what did I do to her all these years? Like, this is not something you would have to deal with if, like, this is something that he doesn't want anyone to deal with. He was so heartbroken because of this girl, that he was, like, being a little bit, having a lot of regrets, and he was ashamed that he put this divine feminine through this whole cycle of hurt and sadness and pain. Wow, he was ashamed of himself, that karmic. So he did have he showed some remorse, he showed some also support for her. He realized what he had done to her. So wow, sorry for this interruption. I needed to step away from this. It got too emotional, and also my battery, like, died. So it's okay. I'm here again. Where was I? So I said, like, that karmic that the divine feminine was dealing before was dealing with before she met the divine masculine. That was really, like, he put her through a lot of things. So if you are the divine feminine here in this connection, I think you learned a lot of lessons about self-love. Sorry for my hair, by the way, sorry. By the way, it's now, like, it's all dried up, maybe, whatever. But I need to put the hair mask on. It's very dry the last couple of days. With that karmic person, she really, like, learned to love herself, unfortunately through a lot of pain and hurt. That the growth was done, of course. Sometimes we just cannot do it in any other way, because I think it's also the universe wants you to love yourself, but sometimes you need to, like, wake up from some situations and, like, face things, the reality, and so. And a lot of divine feminines, like, they got opportunities to love themselves from the universe, but they didn't take it, or they weren't aware of their own worth, and the universe wanted to really understand that you, like, deserve so much better. So that is why, like, unfortunately, after this, like, she really grew, but it took some yeah, courage for her, a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of not giving up, because she was, like, really determined to be with this person, indeed, in that karmic person. But she, like, afterwards, she also saw, like, this was not the best thing for me, there's something better for me out there. She really chose to respect herself from that day or that moment on. Whenever she broke up with that karmic, or he broke up with her, or they mutually communicated that they broke up. Seven of Pentacles here comes through. So again, the universe. Wow, the DM had, like, the Seven of Pentacles at the same place here, so that's very interesting. 2 times the Seven of Pentacles, so that means, like, investment of time, like, and money, for example, but it's worth the investment because it's in the upright version. So it took some time, it took a while to love themselves, but, like, after that she became, like, she went really into, like, a glow up, and in that glow up, I think she maybe subconsciously attracted that divine masculine in her life. I think they both still needed a glow up, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, but while she was meeting that divine masculine, she, like, that helped her also to more, like, to focus more on her glow up, not even her appearance, like, she was maybe dressing up more just to feel better about herself, or just acting, like really acting or using her femininity more. I feel maybe she was working with a lot of people, maybe she was, like, standing out from the crowd more than before, like, her life, like, before she met the divine masculine was not that glamorous sometimes, maybe sometimes, but not really all the time. And now, like, she really literally chooses to be glamorous all the time, except for the days that she doesn't want, she didn't want it to be glamorous, you know what I mean? So she made the decision, like, I'm here also in my pajamas, so I made that decision, but I could be here also in a dress, or, you know, I could be here totally full of makeup, face full of makeup. I could do that, but I know for now, like, I wanted to be in this vibration. I do what I want, says this pajama with the black cats. So it's a divine, like, black cats are very much protective. They protect your energy. They have a high vibration, and they protect energies. But a lot of people think that black cats are, like, bringing bad luck, but it's the other way around. But that's something a lot of people don't know about black cats. So if you could adopt a black cat, then do it. This is your sign. Yeah, that's just something small I wanted to say. So let me, because I do feel that, let me say this, like, the divine, yeah, I literally see her, like, that glow up of the divine feminine. That is something that the divine masculine didn't have at that moment. He was totally not glowed up. Like, probably he had some, like, appearance that was like, wow, are you depressed or something? Like, sometimes people come off that way. Maybe that's why I'm like this today. But I think it's better that you, like, be there still, or doing, like, probably that divine masculine was showing up somewhere, maybe in his career, work, or I don't know, but he was showing up, but not in the way he could be like the best version of himself, I feel. But the divine feminine was, I think she like literally at that moment became the best version of herself. Or around that time. Even, of course, you can still grow after years after that. But I think, yeah, like, see, she really loved herself, and that's why she attracted this divine masculine in her life, the Two of Cups. So that's speaking about a love connection, a deep love, like from soul to soul, a soul connection. Eight of Cups reversed. So she chose at that moment in her life, she chose to walk away from all the things that were keeping her stuck, keeping her low vibrational. I think also she chose to like support other people more, because maybe, yeah, a lot of people don't like it that other friends of like your childhood grow or something, or they glow, like grow or glow. They don't like that. They want to keep you small. They want to not see you overdoing them. Like if you like suddenly are a millionaire and your friends from childhood not, and they see you, a lot of people could be jealous. Even if it were your best friends, they could be like triggered from deep within that you are the one that became that millionaire. Just give an example. Could be also you marrying or something else. But like you living your life in that way triggers people sometimes. People who have still some issues to go through. So maybe the divine feminine also was a little bit jealous in the past of other people. I don't think like really jealous, because that's not what's a divine feminine. I think a lot of divine feminines were never jealous of no one. But like she wasn't also supporting too many people or something. So I think probably she chose like, now I'm going to be high vibrational, I'm going to send out love, so I attract love back. Maybe not consciously, but that was subconsciously what she was doing. And I think afterwards she also realized, oh yes, see, I was like there, I was also already really genuinely interested in people and genuinely happy for people whenever they got success in their life. What was going on in that divine feminine's mind at that time? And she met the divine masculine. The Queen of Wands. We saw it here too, the Queen of Wands, in this connection of the divine masculine. The Queen of Wands, someone who attracts everything and everyone. She is very passionate, a fiery type of girl, literally like Sagittarius vibes, Leo vibes, Aries vibes, but you don't have to be that sign, but that's the energy you were in, like very fiery, getting everything you wanted and manifesting everything, attracting everything towards you. But like in a nice way, in a good way. You were also protected a lot. You see that lioness on the background. She also was protected, the Queen of Wands. She was free. She had like I said, fire. She was romantic, but also, yeah, she had a romantic heart, I hear. But also she had that fiery and passion side of her. Like I see also bubbles, so maybe she kept her circle small. Sorry, she kept her circle small because she didn't trust too many people. But the ones she let in, she really loved with all her heart. So really a fiery energy that she was at that moment. So that's good for her. Like she came in balance, or she stepped, at least at that moment, she stepped on the path of balance, of the path of giving and taking the same. So she was giving out, but she also had her boundaries, like I'm not over giving. And maybe she did sometimes still overgive, but it was the journey that she started. So she already saw like what she needed to respond, how she needed to respond on things or react, or what she like should not accept from people. And that was also a big lesson that she learned there. Maybe it was in a workplace also, maybe you were colleagues with your divine masculine. Two of Pentacles. So yeah, juggling things. She was I think she was everything at that moment. I'm every woman. I hear again. It's a song from I forgot the group, the girls group or the name, but I know that Whitney Houston also sang that song. So I'm every woman. It's all in me. So she could be any woman she wanted to be. Like one day she's like very sweet and a nurturer that helps other people, like talking about their problems maybe. The other time, like she's very fiery. Maybe she needed to do like fiery stuff for her work. Let me know. But it could also be that she needed to be in that go-getter vibe. The Queen of Wands is a go-getter, of course. She handles her business very well. Yeah, really boss vibes I hear. Seven of Swords also. So a lot of people were energy vampires around her at that time still. So maybe even a little bit that divine masculine of hers. So, but like I said, she started that journey. What were they, those people around her? What were those people around her? Yeah, I saw the Star first. The Star card. So she was like so like magnetic. The divine feminine started to become so magnetic. Maybe in the beginning she was not really, because she was still like focusing on not herself, like, or just her work in general. But after that, like, she became really a star, the star of the workplace, maybe the star of the hobby she was in, whatever wherever she met the divine masculine there, that place, like, and surrounded by people. If you were surrounded by a lot of people, colleagues, people, friends, family, I don't know, but wherever she met that divine masculine, she was like literally everyone knew that she was a star. Like, she came off as a star. I think a lot of people loved her, but also she had a lot of haters. The Hermit reverse. So she was not like this divine feminine, like probably she was more in the background before she became like in that, like she became that boss or leader, or she started doing the thing where she met, like, if it's a hobby, for example, if you were like in a dance group or something with like mixed genders, I mean, where like boys, girls, whatever, were dancing or something, just comes through for me. Dancing also, probably some of you have met your divine masculine in your dance group or around your dance class or something. Maybe it was your instructor even, but it could even be that you were the instructor, or I don't know, but something. It could be even have to do with sports for some of you. So yeah, workplace, sports, through friends, it doesn't matter. Even on the internet, doesn't matter. But the people around you, divine feminine, they were jealous. And some were jealous, like, oh, I want to be like that too. Like, in a good way. Like, they look up to you. They still do, I think. But some of the people around you were like, oh no, why is she the best again? Like, why is she getting everything I want? Like, so really, there were like different, it was literally 50-50, I feel, the people around her, 50-50 positive, and 50-50 negative, and jealous. But like, she decided to not be in that hermit mode anymore, so that's why the Hermit is in reverse next to the Star card. She really wanted to shine now, and she like said to herself, it's my time to shine now. I'm not going to hold back. Maybe like now in the present moment, like I said, if we should compare it to the present moment, I think she is even more in that energy. But this was definitely the start of it. Six of Cups, so like I said, balance of give and take. Respecting yourself to not overgive. That was also a lesson here that she needed to learn. Eight of Swords again, so yeah, that is coming definitely strongly, like coming through strongly. Eight of Swords is being stuck, like I said, not seeing that you could loosen up, but like not doing it. So not changing for anyone also, but in the bad way sometimes. So I think she also sometimes denied that she was overgiving still at that time, but it was already in her cards. Like, wow, now I see the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups reversed and the Lover. So this was like a deep connection that she came into, but she didn't want to like repeat the past, so she was really guarded, I hear. Yeah, she didn't want to like she wanted to make like a plan, or she wanted to make like she wanted to stick to her plan, to not be messed with anymore, to not be fooled anymore. She wanted to like, yes, she was interested in love that came to her, not like looking for it at all, but it was okay, she was okay with it, like she opened up to it, but she didn't want to repeat the past because that hurt her with that karmic person, that hurt her so much. She couldn't even like repeat thinking about that. What else is coming through here? The Hierophant reverse. So she didn't want to be restricted by belief systems or people who wanted to like, yeah, she also didn't, maybe she was, her karmic was like from another culture, and maybe she thought like it's best that I don't go with people, yeah, don't get triggered, but from that culture anymore, because she thought like, or from a different culture than hers, I mean, because she thought like it's only going to bring like difficulties, and it's not worth it because they are maybe not looking for someone else than outside, like for someone that is outside their culture. So if I'm going to start a relationship with that person, yeah, probably still again we don't end up marrying and being together forever, you know. So she like thought like it's better for me to not start this new connection with this person, but still she couldn't stay away from it. So like I said, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. So she wanted to focus on stability. She wanted stability this time, not wishy-washy or player energy. She was really she was really determined to get that. Nine of Wands reversed. I'm going to take these, and that's are the last cards. Nine of Wands reversed. So giving up, that like not trying that again. Like I said, she thought like, let me look for someone who like really resonates with my belief system and with my opinion. But yeah, you cannot like sometimes still you attract that what you don't want, because or you are like too much focused on it, like I don't want that, I don't want that. Yeah, then still that comes to you because your focus lies there, so you attract that. Or it was just needed by the universe. Once it's part of her purpose to like open up these people's eyes or something, or to gain some other perspective from each other, she maybe, but also the other person from the other culture. Seven of Cups reversed. So she didn't want to be treated anymore as an option. For sure, she wanted to be the only one. Judgment card. So she only wanted to go with people who she was destined to be with, and that it was literally a divine connection. So Three of Swords reversed. She didn't want to get her heart broken again. So that was the situation before they met, the divine feminine and masculine. So in the present moment, I definitely see, I'm going to take another card for this. In the present moment, I definitely see that they have learned from their like past, and like they just, I feel that they really know what they don't want, or at that time at least. So we could see in another in another video what else is coming through about this. I'm going to go further with this, I feel. Present moment now. Yeah, two cards. So I would say this is for the divine masculine, this is for the divine feminine. the High Lady of Love and Compassion. I'm sorry, I was doubting the energies, but reverence, kindness, and consideration. Okay, and then we have the Dragon's Duel, inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. Maybe the numbers resonate for you. This is number 1 and this is 23, so that's also 5. Yeah, let me know if those numbers resonate for you too, if that resonates. I think like they needed to switch their roles at this time. They met each other to switch roles. Yeah, for some of you feminists, some of you, I feel, you were maybe also a little bit toxic. You were constantly not only thinking about yourself, because you were overgiving. The most of the feminines here were overgiving. But yeah, think about it if this is you. If not, then leave it. But for some of you, you were maybe a little bit manipulative against or to someone in your environment, maybe an ex or a partner or family members, or maybe thinking a bit too much about yourself. If you were in that situation, then you met this divine masculine to switch roles, I feel. Because he was like constantly a little bit of the slave of this Queen of Wands, and you were maybe the Queen of Wands who had a slave. You know what I mean here? So maybe in some ways you also sometimes used people, or not consciously, but more like they were in your energy because it was convenient, or that you like didn't really respect them. Yes, you respected them, but more like sometimes you didn't respect them with the actions you made. Hope I don't trigger people here, but that is what's coming through heavily and strongly. So I see like for you to have that compassion and love again, the High Lady of Love and Compassion, Divine Feminine, you really needed to like go within your heart again, and that's what you now like did with this Divine Masculine. Probably you overgave things, you over loved maybe sometimes. That's what's like was repelling him from you, because he thought, oh no, again like this manipulative person. He saw you maybe in that way, but it wasn't maybe the truth. But he saw you like she is also someone who gets everything she wants, like and now she's here showing me love, like there's something not right, I need to run from this. That's what the Divine Masculine in the present moment thought maybe. And on the other hand, like the Divine Masculine was acting like, or was acting childish or immature, or a little bit like showing some player vibes or fuckboy vibes, whatever you want to call it. And you like, whenever you smelled that Divine Feminine, whenever you like a small crumble that he like showed to you, like, is this player type, are these player vibes? Because I'm not taking this, I'm not having this, I don't do this anymore. Like I am in my worth now. I do want to give you things, I do want to get things from you, like mutually, or mutual understanding, talking, giving, like talking about his life and your life, like being in balance, being together, having fun together. But with this energy, you both have like you were mirroring each other. Of course, in a twin flame connection, you are the mirror of each other. So that was coming through for you, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines. Wow, the mirror work is definitely going. So I will go further on this in the next one. Let me know how I should call it. This, yeah, I'm just going to see whatever comes through for me. That will be the title of this reading. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you can like and subscribe, because that will definitely help to support my channel. Bye bye.